Hello everyone, today I'd like to show you my RPA web application that I've written for processing raw CSV files. I have the open files here on my monitor. These are the JavaScript files, the HTML page, the CSS file. I want to run it. Okay, and this is how the user interface looks in our browser. It's pretty simple. It says processor for CSV files created for Dunfey and Company. And let me show you what our source files are. If I open this file with a simple notepad, we can see here a lot of garbage, like the brackets, commas, and spaces. And now it looks pretty neat, because it might look even worse if you don't have this file broken down in lines. But anyway, it was a very small file, like 755 bytes only. And here we have a larger files, like 2 megabyte file with a 40,000 lines records about the user data. And then we have a second file with a 20,000 user data lines. So let's open a sample file, which is pretty small. And this is how our table looks like right after we inputted the file. Here is an example of this raw data taken from our CSV file, arranged in the form of HTML table. And we have here only 4 lines of sample code, and all the other lines were just skipped. And this line here reads that the total amount of lines in this file was only 10. And if you need an instruction how to process this table, you can check this box. And here you have a brief instructions about what you should do. Okay, for example, say I wanna reorganize this chart, and I wanna start from the column, from this column showing when our visitors were last active. And then I want to go for a name and a phone number. And I want to remove the columns like activity score, the email column, and the name and the subscribed column. I want to just have them removed. So I put here 0, 0, 0. I put here 1 because I want this column to be the number 1. Then I want to have the number 2 is my name, and the column number 3 is the phone number. Okay, we're all set here to run the code and obtain our resulting chart. I press this button down here, and here I have all my output data neatly arranged into this chart here, into this table. And as you can see, we have the first row showing the last active, exactly what we wanted, like here, last active, and we appointed the number 1. So here it's row number 1, and the row number 2 is the name, and the phone number goes under the number 3. Just like here. Okay, it was an example, and now let's go for something harder, for something heavier. I want to open up my folder containing the files, and let's see how quickly my program, my application would process a file containing some 40,000 records or lines. I'll do it pretty simply. I open the file pretty simply, like just dragging it over. No, first I wanna restart my application, and I just pull the file and drop it over here, and that's what we see. Generally, we see pretty much the same table as in example number 1, but the first file was a short one, and this file is a very long one. For example, this line down here reads that we have 42,043 lines of information. So this file is rather heavy. In this case, I want to have the name to go under the column 1. I want to remove this column. I want to remove the emails. I want to remove the activity score. I want the phone number to go in the column number 2. And I want the last active to go in the column number 3. So it seems like we're all pretty set here. I press the button and let's see how long the data will be processed. It's going to be just a number of seconds, not more. Okay, press. Okay, we got our data. And this is how our resulting table looks like. Pretty much exciting, huh? And see how large this file is. 42,000 records. Okay. Let's try to open another file. Let's try to process a wider table. I want to clean up to restart the browser. And the only reason why I'm restarting the browser is because I want to get rid of the large table with the 42,000 lines sitting in our browser, because I couldn't have just left it the way it is and drop the new file into here. Okay. Now we have to rescale our screen because this table is pretty wide. Okay, now we have 20 items to deal with. First of all, to start with, I want to put all the zeros under those columns that I want to just have removed from the table. All right. Now I want to start the columns from a person's name. Then I want to have the gender. Then I want to have the birthday to go under the column 3. Then I want to have the email to go under 4. In the column number 5, I'm going to have the the number of Facebook friends of this particular person, I mean of those people listed in this chart. I don't need this column. Okay, we have 5. Now I want to have all the cities to be indicated under the column 6, the state under 7, and the country, United States, I want this data to be put under the column 8. Okay, seems like we're all pretty much set to run the program. And this line down here says that we have 20,412 lines. So let's see how quickly this application will process all this data and will generate the resulting table. Okay, click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds. So in the blink of an eye, we have this neat table of all the data neatly arranged, exactly in the order that we pointed. So the number 1, we have a name. The column number 2, we have gender, and so forth and so forth. And of course, we have the interface, how to export this output data chart into a file. And depending on the requirement, we can export it in a new CSV file or Excel file, or sometime in the future I might write an interface for exporting in other formats like DOC file or PDF. But I think it's not required because most of the online services, like marketing services, they're required to have a CSV file to be inputted. Okay, thank you for your attention.